All right, Shalom Akim, Shalom. Let's start off as always by giving all praises, honor, and glorification to our power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rucha Kudash. The belongs to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well, and Shalom to the elect. This is the brother Zakar from the Great Millstone branch of Montreal. All right, so just coming with a lesson, and we'll start off in the book of Proverbs 11:4. It says here, riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. Right? Because in the times coming, the riches will have no value. Okay, the riches, the possessions, the tangible things that people possess, they're not going to have any value. Okay, they will not be able to profit, to have any benefit in the day of the Lord's vengeance. Okay, but righteousness is what's going to deliver you. Okay, and righteousness starts with having faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and executing the works that he wants. Okay, having faith, showing charity, being obedient. Okay, and that's what's going to deliver you from death. Okay, and like the scripture says, the righteousness is of me. Okay, so you really have to be of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to execute the deeds that he wants you to do. Okay, let me just get that precept in the book of Isaiah 54 and verse 17. It says here, no weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, and their righteousness is of me, said the Lord. Okay. All right, so we have to recognize that Yahweh Bashim Shai is the one guiding his elect. Okay, and making them do works that pleases them and that ultimately will deliver them. Okay, and the elect are not going to trust in the riches, man. Okay, they're not going to trust in the tangible things, whatever riches that they've accumulated, man. Like the scripture says, we have to gather our treasures from heaven. Okay, I'll get that. This is Matthew 6 and verse 19. It says, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust does corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. Right? Because the riches of this world are corrupted. It says, but lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Right? So we have to rather do spiritual deeds, produce fruits of the spirit. That's what's pleasing to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Instead of just you trying to pile up treasures in on earth, okay, which is all corrupting and which is going to pass away. Scripture says that the things of the world are going to pass away. Okay. In fact, let me get that. This is the book of 1 John 2 and 15. It says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world, including those riches. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. And the world passes away, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of the Most High abideth forever. Okay, and he that layeth up treasures in heaven abideth forever. Okay. All right. So, riches will not profit in the day of wrath. Okay. Riches will not have any value, in the day of the Lord's visitation. Okay. Let's get that in the book of Zephaniah 1 and verse. Start at verse 14. So once again, it's better to lay up treasures in heaven. That's going to benefit you. You're gaining favor from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay. Zephaniah 1 and verse 14 says, the great day of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, is near. It is near and hasteth greatly, even the voice of the day of the Lord. The mighty man shall cry there bitterly. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. Okay, so there's going to be all sorts of calamities, all sorts of, tribulation. Okay, you know, and eventually, the missiles are gonna, fall upon America. And those other lands that are, destined to be hit by them. Okay, but in other words, it's just trouble after trouble. Okay, it says, and money's not going to be able to help you in that time. And how is money going to help you against, the wild beasts, the famine, you know, especially the fiat currency. How is it going to help you in a time of pestilence? And certainly they're not going to be able to deliver you from the final judgment of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai by fire. Okay. In verse 17 it says, and I will bring distress upon man, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's wrath. There you go. Okay, neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai's wrath. But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, for he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. You see? Hey, so the Lord's going to make a speedy riddance of all the people that dwell in the land. Okay, the land that's going to be visited by his fire. So once again, the rich is not going to be able to deliver you, just like in the time of Noah. Okay, when the Lord brought forth the flood. Okay, the riches that the man possessed in that time, they couldn't deliver them. Okay, from the judgment. Okay. The same. Excuse me, the same as the time that we're in. Let's go to Matthew 24 and verse 37 says, but as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, unto the day that Noah entered into the ark. And not until the flood came and took them all away, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Okay, it's going to come suddenly. Okay. So they were in a jovial spirit. Okay, they weren't thinking about Yahweh Yahushai. They weren't thinking about the warning that Noah was giving in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. They were just, doing their own thing, and you had rich men, you had men with great possession. But guess what? That did not deliver them from the flood, man. Same way as in the time that we're in, okay? The riches that they have is not going to deliver from, the calamities, the trouble that the Lord is going to come, and the fire that the Lord is going to bring, okay? Okay? And the Lord created riches. Okay, how can you try to deliver yourself from what the Lord gave you? As far as your money, it says that in the book of Job 36 and verse 18, it says, because there is wrath, beware lest he take thee away with his stroke. Then a great ransom cannot deliver thee. Then a great ransom cannot deliver thee. Okay. Riches profit not in the day of wrath. Verse 19. Will he esteem thy riches? Okay. The Lord is going to esteem your riches, man. Okay. What he gave you. Okay. Because as the scripture says, John the Baptist said that a man can receive nothing except it was given unto him by Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. John 3 and verse 27, it says here, John answered and said, a man can receive nothing except it be given him from heaven. Okay, so all things are given from the Most High. Okay, let's go to another scripture, Sirach 11 and verse 14 says, prosperity and adversity, life and death, poverty and riches come of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay? So it says here, right, so poverty and riches, they come from the Lord. Okay, the Lord puts you in those, those, you could say those, the state of being, you could be rich, you could be poor. That's of the Lord, man. It says wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the law are of the Lord. Love and the way of good works are from him. All right, so like we read earlier, it says their righteousness is of me. Okay, so the Lord puts it in the man's heart to be charitable, to follow the way of good works, to produce fruits, good fruits, fruits of the spirit. That's of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay. It says where's from read verse 7, verse 18. It says, there is that waxes rich by his weariness and pinching, and this is the portion of his reward. Whereas he said that I have found rest, and now will he continually of my goods, and yet he knoweth not what time shall come upon him, what he must leave, and that he must leave those things to others and die. Meaning what? You can't, you don't know what day you're gonna die. Okay, you don't know what day you're gonna die. You don't know everything that you've accumulated. Ultimately, it's just gonna go away. You're gonna die. You're gonna have to pass it on to somebody else, or it's just gonna perish, man. But it says here that he must leave those things to others and die. Okay. What did Job say? It says, naked came I out of the womb. I read it in Job 1 and verse 21 and said, verse 20, then Job arose and rent his mantle and shaved his head and fell upon the ground and worshipped and said, naked came I out of my mother's womb, and naked shall I return thither. The Lord gave, Yahweh gave, and Yahweh hath taken away. Blessed be the name of Yahweh, wa Yahweh Shai. Okay? In all this Job said not, nor charged the Most High foolishly. Okay, so you came naked out of your mother's womb, and naked you're gonna go into the spirit world, man. First Timothy 6 and verse and verse 7, for we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. Okay, so it's best to keep our hope in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Once again, lay up treasures in heaven. Okay, do things that are pleasing to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai instead of just laying up treasures on earth. Accumulate riches and setting your mind upon your riches and trying to always gain more, and and thinking that's going to deliver you in the time of wrath. You've accumulated millions and thousands or millions, or even billions. That's not going to deliver you, man. Okay, once again, you had men that were rich in the time of Noah, and they perished suddenly. All right, so it will be in the time coming, man. Okay, in the day of the visitation of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So let's go back to Job. We're reading Job 36 and verse I'll read 18 again. It says, because there is wrath, beware lest he take thee away with his stroke. Then a great ransom cannot deliver thee. Will he esteem thy riches? No, not gold, nor all the forces of strength. Okay, all right. The Lord's not going to esteem. The Lord's going to look at your heart. He's going to look at man's heart. Okay, is he of the elect? If not, then they're going to die. Okay, especially in America, and other places, if they don't die, and they're being preserved for judgment. Other nations are being preserved for captivity. And those that don't believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, that are Israelites, man, they're gonna die. Okay. Okay. All right. So the point is, man, your riches is not going to be able to deliver you. Okay. You know, because we live in a society where, you know, it's all about riches and gain. You know, how much money do you have? You know, that's how they esteem people, you know, by the money that they have. But how is that going to help you when the Lord visits this place, man? Okay. And the scripture also tells you that you cannot worship the Most High and Mammon. Let's get that in Matthew 6 and verse verse 24. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve the Most High and Mammon. Okay. You can't serve the Most High and money at the same time. Mammon is money. Okay. Either you're going to love one and you're going to despise the other. Right? So those that love their riches, they despise Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Their heart, their mind are set on the riches. They're not on the Most High, how to please Him. You know. So in other words, they're of the world. Okay, like we read earlier. They are those that love the world. They hate the Most High. Okay. You know, they're trusting in the world. You know, they're trusting in the things, the tangible things, the things of man. Okay, let's finish in the book of Jeremiah 17 and verse 5. It says here, Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, cursed be the man that trusteth in man and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departeth from the Most High. There you go. He's cursed, for he shall be like the heath in the desert, and shall not see when good cometh. Why? Because he's in darkness. Okay, he's in darkness, man. He's not in the light. Okay. You know, his eyes are not single, man. Okay. On Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Okay. It says, but shall inhabit the parched places in the wilderness, in the salt and in the salt land, and not inhabited. Blessed is the man that trusted in Yahweh Yahushua, and whose hope is in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You know, his hope is not in riches, but in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, that has the power to deliver, because he's the one that gives poverty and riches. He's the one that gives wisdom, that gives prosperity, you know, so on and so forth. Okay, so the best thing is to, you know, put your trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua and to lay up your treasures in heaven, you know, do things that are pleasing unto him. Verse 8, for he shall be as a tree planted by the waters, and that spreadeth out her roots by the river, and shall not see when the heat cometh, but her leaf shall be green, and shall not be careful in the year of drought, neither shall cease from yielding fruit. There you go, man. Okay. And also blessed is the one that trusts in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, that is one with Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Okay. Alright, so hey, I'm gonna end it off on that once again, man. Okay. It says, riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivers from death. Alright, so call Haloyim La Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushua Ba'Hashem HaKadosh. That belongs to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect.